If it's a 2024 crowd, it's not for them. Just they are beginning even to celebrate a win in 2024 before we even get to 2024. Yes, let me admit, it has not been easy since March 2020.
Yeah.
COVID a unity for the first time in Ghana. And prior to that, na China na a sea somewhere, I think November or so, the previous year. And a match it drew in Ghana, the level of devastation, especially in terms of say inipa iwu ye bakukura wu say hadwion.
Yeah.
Nanso so ye hu no sede sebe impredua so na amanfo wu man bi so other countries. Enti eye leader Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ene ni team a omo ewo ho ene ma COVID no inipa engu sede but of course the devastation yona ade ene nsunsuanso a ade aba ewo ye sika sam so de eye obia anim sam so hu de me kire enti economy ni ye economy a na ye manage economy ni ye pa so all the toto said the necessity aban we ebebe fire nti ya na em nwanwa se so omo kasa omo mon kompon enkonkwohwe omo chi na omo nhwe sade omo penso na esitie omo penso no omo one ye IMF MPP penso na be yiye free mu omo penso na dum so ho MPP penso dum so any ho omo penso na interest rate na 35% average interest rate. Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo penso average interest rate around 21%. Omo penso omo hand over ama Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo na economy ni grow at the rate of 3.4%. Before COVID, ye peja mu to average 7%. Na share after COVID, how the economy is bouncing back. In fact, I'm yet to see the final figure for 2021. But as at third quarter 2021, they are hitting 4.53% average, your growth rate. So, enti minhunu baby ya na omokofa ifri. Let me point out, say, yen ye pencil adia ahead to yen any the levels of our public debt. Mean can say a level of borrowing. It's the level of our public debt. If we say you kabet me akosoro abra won ko bob bia say exchange rate no move tiawa. Okay? Again, o kabet me akosoro depending on a car the ball no previously said was ball no is fire into wo pencil and na bono bosi onko boy no e bi ede e bi ko buy e no betimi ama wo kana akosoro abra wo nkonkonko borrow in terms of agreement. Say yeah kasay omo level of debt accumulation said you almost see bro bosiano according to finance minister about 48 billion and so far abosia NDC for ankasa e boy no ehun si ho ayetuagoa what you say and sana omo hand over no o say road contractors especially na omo lusu even 7 December no gusu no sign road contracts and sana buy na debt of about over 11 billion and sana AG of say auditor general President Demana omu go through omu twa 6 billion is 5 billion. Eventually then we need to settle contractors of 6 billion. And omu pencil banking sector cleanup cost. Na Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo say 25.2 billion Ghana cedis. And so meanwhile said President Kufo handi over Emma Omono banking sector no and you're the same or friend is saying robustness banking sector and omo hand over Emma Nado Dankwa Akufuado. Enti se baby a yejinain se o keka womo debt interest 48 billion. Oka banking sector cleanup cost 25.2 billion. Oka road sector data about 6 billion. Okay, can we say we are heading towards or friend saying 80 or plus billion. Yet directly attributable to the attitude and behavior of the National Democratic Congress or government I hand you over Emma MPP. But we say no na you're taking bold decisions, sir. Your debt to GDP ratio was around 62.4%. At the same time, now South Africa was around 62.2%. But for COVID. Now the COVID year, 2020, government overspending about 14 billion Ghana cedis. At the same time, na revenue so akofom by base 12 billion. Now, into the entire the year 2021 with the about 26 billion hole in our public finance. Tukura na demunkwa see a failure. But God being so good, this is how far we have come with our growth rate. I'm sure the final figure will give us about 5% or just just about 5%. You schools they are back. Ubia dinner juma come. Economic activities are rebound. Now, baby, in relation to e-levy, and they say, you admit it unequivocally. Say, on mine yeka baby a jinano e wasoro. Sana dia your choices said ye pesika e dia bo mran ho bra no eni kwa nkwa say e bosiabo. And so 2022 budget no, the government is very clear. Say IMF Sika, I think we're about $1 billion dollars. Near spending 250 million. 750 million with the Bank of Ghana is the only external source that we want to explore. Yes, but look at how prudently they are managing the economy. Government say, Sisika or no crown, so when ya washasia cutting expenditure. Ska will yen so yes say or best spending a few ways no. We shall so 20 billion. Engineer project say best spending 137 billion. What's one here ska or none in San Canina? We shall so 20 billion, which brings it down to our friend is saying 117 maybe.
Yeah,
117 billion, which is very closer to estimated revenue of 100.5 billion. This is the level of prudence. Now I wonder because look, Ohineba said the 2022 budget a focus on equity, financing. Number one, e-levy minimum say nyame the chain e-levy never pass. One of the headlines are Kwame Dinkrano Sunday Brain say majority leader and minister for parliamentary affairs say Adjwasafo will be back, which is very refreshing. And to me say I call it the Ghanaian project. Oyonko Kwame Dinkrano Senior Busami say Adjwasafo issue no say no Kwame no Monfaso, and I'm say I believe in the Ghanaian project. Me explanation of Ghanaian project and say Ohineba say asem bit said dien and esime me no ontem. Now who say asofo abem abeshia me o mo abeshia o o mo agya to mo so person sisi yentem. Obehunu say national chief imam especially from Muslim side on so atiesim. Na fe wahunu say council of state abem ondi ohunu sa sign na Ghana has say ade no te said dien ebejo. And those times peace council is unity. Look at Ghana ene adie bia sesenka etimma ye break bia no when you see these stakeholders rising now who say womo emiti afan no mne ya who say na ajo. That is where I am seeing say e-levy is going to be passed. Yes, the bill is going to be passed. Then Adjosafo also come in because I realize the number and the amount of people getting involved in talking to the lady. Let me say, and say we are going to get it through. Na mi busa mi hukosa say, ntimi anye national ID card for 8 years. Senka omo penso and nka covered yi buy. Of course, Ira John Dramani Muhammad, the option yeba akope IMF. Na a compound your problems again. But nanado danko Akufo-Addo ba wo government. Within 3 years, we national ID. Now, I'll leverage national ID, digitalize the economy. Look, data me was say on your Momo. It's a ya cross 945 billion as at last year. Now here about data now. Time where you experience minimum share, time where you experience potokasm exponential growth in Momo. A year after His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia launched mobile payment interoperability. May 10th May 2018. And we 10th May 2018 figure now. Anko kesi because na ye May. But a double of friend is saying 2019. San about 2020 and they are hitting 2021. This year, January alone, they are hitting over 80 billion value of Momo. Yanti, we can fairly conclude, say, 2023 value of Momo, ebetimia hitting not less than 1.5 trillion Ghana cedis. When you have an economic management, we admit our challenges. No two ways about that. But on the economy, ye MPP ni na sabe kosa ye kra na sa wo ye side no kra dia na wo kasama sa ban we ya enye din kra me busa se o kosi na me busa ndisi for say ye de ye propose e-levy 1.5%. Media my status enka ye no 1% kra. Whatever it is, you are creating opportunity by using digitalization, any payment systems, mobile payment interoperability. Etimia who say no afiwe ye benya bese $1.5 trillion. Yedinti yenhwe kwan papa na yemfaso. Ni yenhwe se yebetimi nya sika firi ho e de aboa na yentimi anko amanone anko jiska. Nanka ye omo a right. And opportunity when come creating no he. You're saying, you achieve benchmark values, I come from 20%. We expect say nobody income kakra ever bring tax exemption review at the parliament. Omujituma, you say tax exemption so more reviewer. Every my base be 2 billion. Okay. These activities will be one mismanage economy to the extent say wo e she bufu e wa bonting. Said the only option possible and it's over be cool. Excuse me. Agom.
Oh, you never. Mr. Say, many shark the figures no be go hosa na yempesi besa akwa kwesi achiri because ya the chrono and Quebeca. Oh, you never. A brand here be a friend no Linus Tovards. Linus Tovards. There be.
The fears of you going.
I see Tovas.
Linus Tovas. Who is going?
Japas.
Linus Tovas, no? Every Japas. Okay, Martin.
Na mi relate na sembia okaye fa se bi eba programming mu omo church software development ya was say giving enough eyeballs backs are shallow. Giving enough eyeballs backs are shallow. Let's just say ye many padudu akwanya na say e bi a syntax ya programming ya twero no errors we ni identify ya enipa bebre ni semu enchen na ye hu bone ewom. But omo criticize that assertion, say ani a wo de behwe no abu identify errors no ejina ani a wo wa wo nimde ewo software development no te say wo hin about we say you try programming code bia near the to ho say hwehwem na errors wo syntax no hwe errors wo a na wo ni that programming aya wan hwe a wo nyede enu nti no
ni bi ankasa
wo bi nti na economy saa na bebre hu sene o man na chichiri sifa de etie ne bi no ho so deliberate even wo wani kura o de behwe a won hwe ni papa wono behwe ba bi a wo ka ebeboa wo no enura me ma branch bi left na me chire no economy num ne kakra o see na tie enti dodo no a sade de bia me ka chire say yes in economy no and I say in economics the majority are always wrong chire say bibri nsemu esisi no ya na dodo no a enhwe ba bia ye free ba ne ba bia ya ba beduru sometimes ubia beka o man chichire ho asem with regard to ba bia ya ba beduru na o pese we chire sa ban we ni dwumadi a wo die no ensoni anase ye moye homodin a na nkanya ndc fo because the records are there na nansan maka kire me nkrofo say yensa nkoyechi ene wo monkoye sa tobe no politics of equalization no ye jai ni nyina matemamufo na de ya na meta kanesa brantie Joseph Smith or Kasim was say when we are accomplishing the good the greatest opposition comes omono de cardio nintimankwa na nka de bia ye grasafo they won ye to 2020 elections ye wini ye na omonti ho ase yes de be dom Supreme Court hwene ma esisi ye nti omotme hu se eba economy na se omono ye bedi ho achinya na se omono ye de to ayisu nsane ani ahwe ne waya ade a wo mo ma ndi se ye kwan a wo mo pese wo mo fa so nyina ni se aban no bu ya bomfia na eniema ye papa no wo mo ase no enu nti na enya nwanwa asese nkrofo de megaphones ene nam dwem ene dwemfo ma edi nkomo kasafa e-levy ne ho because wo mo ni weapon bia dan se wo mo betum futuro agu Ghana fo ani nansen da bia menya kwanya na me kasa maka kire nkrofo am no mu di ahia mu nyina se yema ya ni na ho ndc ababan mu pen eni ntini ya yesi yaso ansu na yaso ansa omo time a na bibia kura ni ho a sebe ebola kura ba ye no entimi a me yehu a me se wiase nyina no ye ko IMF omo de oman ni nyina akosi awowa ema ni padodo a omo kwa atwe omo kwa adwamu edoso a eni ho eniema repercussions a esisi ye na bi ne ye bre ho a omo sa be sori akasa se yenye hwe no se de na menu ishak boboso yi aka hodo a yetuetu ani nyina no dodo no a afiri omo ho na bayo so we hwe to say independent power what they say producers sika dodo a ye de wura mu ho aban ba wotimi ye nhihye pa yetimi atu anamo papa ufa esra ye da bi omo dwa ya asum ya se nyesa aban ba no ye the special purpose vehicle se ye mfa sika ni bi floatu na nkrofo ntobia the last time I'm checking only say yetime tuetu akano a tuetu evi coupons kura erase ye no ye ye wie e ka mo nko aza brinkia ye da so da dumsom enti won mu nyina wo ho no no se baabi a ye duru no wo man no se ya ne be ya ku ni ye mfa nsia no dia na che so mo ni bibi papa a o mo ne be mo man no ana nko mo time no de na nka ku ba be 100 time because sika na ye de bo man no ho branya ye se ya we enam no nyina ma na kadompe sa time kura de nipa anye ku nipa anye kitikiti enu ntina MPP de tambia ye baba ben bi pese ye de nhihye papa be benefit the masses the vulnerables sabi one time kura na free senior high ni ho but still ye call IMF na sa time no niema aban di aba dumso egugu nkrofo nyuma no ya nkontokwa ya tutu atuo ni ade time a wo ye wo ho na even niema Ghana fo ye wo ha betima boa wo mu ewo mu sikasem mu na nkrankra tuatia wo nsase di sika koto bank ade achi a wo bekoye sika no nyedai eni ho na nado dan kwakufu ado ba ya woni ye ya de nyina Dr. Mahmoud Baumia wo ye the vice president his excellency wɔn be come to pam ho with the support of other ministers ne wɔn nimte aka wɔn yɛ dum pɛmpɛnso a saa bere yɛ si kwan so a yɛ kɔ yɛ nim tɔɔten sɛ de na me nua hyɛ kan wo hwɛ the economic growth time na covid ma yɛ na yɛ si mirika kwan so a na yɛ kɔ ne kitikiti na covid be bɔ mfrachi ama ne wiase nyinaa man bebree wɔ hɔ kora adwumayɛfo ayɛyi wɔn adi nnwuma hodo egu yɛ na we mu nyinaa akyi ne yɛtumi sustain economy ne beduru sam pɛmpɛnso yi na bra ya beduru ya saa bere wiase nyinaa ti ne so twadwadwo no na se bia ya beduru na sebe ɔman no yɛmu ne yɛdi a na menim ne ɔmo so gyina so a ɔmo ba be gye ɔman no asi hɔ yie ɔhene ba yɛwɔ ha ne yɛte ɔmampani a wɔno se sebe batoɔ gyegyeɛ na wantima anye gisika amfa ngyekire ɔman no a the country will come to a halt sata mu ni nyina ugina so mpie so kaayɛ ne nkrɔfo kasa petrol boa yɛ deɛ wɔse dodoɔ no a ba bi yɛtimi nya sika no dodoɔ ɛsɛ yɛde levies ne taxes betoto petroleum products so that yɛbɛtimi nya sika dodoɔ no afiri hɔ sabre yɛduru ba bi a yɛyɛ ankasa se yɛburu yɛnsuo na yɛni ayɛ kɔkɔ ntem said that bia makasa have been advocating for Ghana Beyond Aid and Ranana Oshia National Labour Commission was adequate to just a brasso so man yɛ ankasa ye pay near man yetimi boy or man who by now emu ye da yina ye didi hu na so bi ti baby ne was sorry say baby I be dru no ntokwa ene yem fansisi wo man akwan mu dia na say nipa no so hwe no free akiri pa because obi bia obi susu say be akon anan ntokwa emra wo man bia no wo pe man awudie pa say the ya no minu Jacques ba no wa besem ne afiri say ye de ye hu kusu no bi no no na breso wa hu bi no wo mo anyini a me ma me no mo tete fie ye papa no mo tete fie te say papa Anthony amisa mo a say be mo akoma ho meje mo de mo ani san mu bra na ku wo ho na political instability e ba wo man adi ewu asabre nyame ya dom a ya korakora no aba be do the fourth republic ye de mo makunu ne constitution ye de bo man hu bra nhihye pa da kwa mu a wo abreso wo be dia sabre abeduru ye so a obia de tutu nsani ani a tam bia MPP wa bam bia niam a ye de ba no danso na che se ono no de ye se konfobɔ ne wasi kuruma otimbi but ye ma ne mo efiri se ye nuanom wo ho enti Ghana fo de twaje mo a se mo se bia ya beduru na kon ene ye mfa solve ye problem no a ene ne eseye ya because enya kon ene ye solve problem na nke ye kan ne efisi wo be ma solution se ekwa be na economy ne betimi apɛ kwan foforo de afa so a ebe konanim that said they say aban ya hu bia ya beduru enu ntinu wa hyase a wo hwese ye nhihye ya ye nyina na bebu atemamufu nyina they say wo hwe policies ahodo ne interventions aban no de ba na say wasa introduce about 6 new policies a ye hwese mia bebre sika ye de bo oman no sebe so ebeba fom ne yetime nya sika dodo akyekyere oman no a ohene ba na kyese obi gyina nkyɛn no wɔkɔka ho asɛm sɛ oman no sebe yɛmfa ntɔkwa emese no na ye nyina yengu a sɛ nipa bi obɛka sɛ bia no na kyese mpanimfo se wɔyɛ mammɔfo yɛse ɔbofo no so ɔbɛwi adu atira nko huhu yi wopɛ wo ma oman no kɔ haw mu na wo waba abɛgye anaasɛ deɛ na wopɛ na sɛ okunkum hu nyina awie a wana wobɛba abɛdi ne so we will not support that kind of call na ye nyina no ene yebetime gira brane nti duru time a ye kwa ko choose aban foforo ama waba betina wo man mu a yemfa nto ya dwene mu sɛ wo mo de wo nim sɛ duru mpempenso a o man mu aye dian ntokwa emum na ye de be but it will never happen you see aban na ye nhihye bebria sɛ de na menu ehya keka no every place expenditures ye kosro you feel say bia na ye tete so be mo man na di nyanya o mo hye mu kina sɛ what is say yes ev kra MDS no omo cars on betonya yen suspend kakra so many of them say nye bre na say ye bobo so a yini nyina no ye be hwesenka Ghana for betibi but ye koye ni bre pa beba am ya ba be chirichiri but ye kasi so say baby ya bedru no we are not going back and we are moving forward ntina de bia me catch say we are going by the concept of NCNC no complaint no comparison because we need be papa ye no mo de kwa kototo wo mo aba ban mu da he says we be kura betima kan man mu asem so adade foforo beba na nya NDC wo mo ba ye hunu ne esi ye edum so ba ye na free chess ni ho but ni nyina na ya ntimi mu wo man no mpempenso a ye pe a ye sade koye mfo a wo mo ma menua no mu a na wo nya dwuma nya ye ba ye kura no sebe na omampani ani so ade hu so obehwe so obefa mabunu a na ye freeze employment ya yetimi di napko ba yetimi yi kakra oba ye nhihye pa oman bia no ho hene ba obetimi de dako akyekyere oman na wie ye kukura hwe ase adwuma but ani so ade hu ni modern mo a obebɔ wo nhihye pa betimi trigger ama akɔfom na no ne kasa wo ye oman a sebe wudi na no beba mu nso a ye mpanimfo a wo mu nimdie mu ne adwene mu wo mu dwene oman no nti ye de ye ntena ho ema obi pe bibia ye se wono nkasa ebe benefit nti emfa wo man nko ba bia ye shas free a yetima beduru. They say we are still making sure say you nyina ye beboa, so we are putting our hands on the deck. And until ye dey sa e-levy ba ye hwese ye ya nti ya adachi udi wani koda obi so se wo kopa busia wo kono anya bia wa obetena fie na watietia wo de ndi wahene ba e ye nso so sa ansem no so kra Ghana fo ni nyina akọ ebewie mu a.
Dr. Samuel Efriye. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Me hi.
Ni hao. Ni hao. Chinese language.
Babi Joe.
I'm a part of Chinese. Zan Sha Hao. Zan Sha Hao.
Yeah, festival.
Oh, you know, Bechana say of a human Kokobin MPP coordinator. And I'm glad it's in the Fred or more tema. Mr. Ishak ne akom ye chair munina amu say staunch viewer on Tuesdays program. Ti ye chair mu. Ohine baba the environment where the NDC is propagating the asset amotutu egu from I say most of them cool yeah we are cool. And sometimes I ask myself say ombe beneficiary and I say omoba cool no ba omuni edum bi siso and I say there's going to be an election and now what will be the form a bit me ama say justification and I don't know more you know so to go a man for some yanye we are cool. Ohineba Ghana is not isolated from any of course we are say. Now sometimes unim and I say unim the ekoso ama man so a obedwin say yankwa na bia we find ourselves in these challenges. When you look at the US, UK, and all the COVID countries, we are say other countries, ye pele de biato, and I let that know. I think previously it was around 25 cities per yard, and then you 45 cities. And all these are based on international prices are more increasing from be as a China and Okofaba, Omatum, Frita Yina, Omatutum, and COVID in Israel, but a lot of challenges. And so last week, as a Saturday now, they from that is Gabi.
Yeah.
Statement. I'm just giving this situation to say there's not going to be any software or any abine be a beba or beba be reduce the asibia ba mema we yako 1 city no it will never happen. It will never happen. And sometimes omutu tunyo magu ya sum sebeya ye be take care for their own interest. And that's where Ghanaians has to be very, very careful. Na ukra de partner say wokoto twene na say wan hwe na be free unsa you tends to regret because the environment there's nowhere that you have COVID will be prices of goods UK is up. US you just find out. Now mebo modena yes survey we pa the abetre amount for how things are happening in other countries a betimi am who say enye Ghana nko na Ghana kwan we are even say we say COVID in the crowd infected baby am yanka them and there are countries in Malaysia that is like Malaysia and I think yes Malaysia has been in lockdown for a very, very long time all because they still were not able to manage COVID but Ghana were able to even stay at home almost by 2 weeks or 3 weeks I manage and we have managed COVID very well. The government needs to be applauded for that purpose. And it's a balance, a challenges me. I will not sit here and say everything is fine. But the challenges and the difficulties that we are going through does not justify coup. Say Cuba na beti petrol so Cuba na ya betua light 10 cities Cuba na ya be ye nipa nya adwuma ye it will distort everything. So cool nya dia and this is nipa me wadamfo bi o Ukraine o ka say onwa was it out to be say yes say what the one I do now would say boomer ya say yes ono kwada no ra akokora so tu kwan and say one call that experience anymore you might think say you're so simple yenye cool ye betu oba ma yenye cool and yet that all simple as you might think and military government bien whereby a boy whether Mali or whatever or mobile but a crana no most attend to civilians no more behave to civilians ankasa or moaba omba rich or to sustain themselves or mobile asset be they are not in to serve the interests of all the the countrymen and women. We also making sure say these things has to be avoided and anyone that is serving as a threat the security, national security should deal with them. But we are not going to sit down for anybody to come and misbehave, say, hi, cool, no be to one or anybody that will serve the threat of coup, that person should be deal with the law. Baby. Because let's say no court no to you. Oh, here. Say, who no, I don't know. You musa kwame nkromam. Musa buziamo. Sebi omo call hono how they were able to feel. It will be a work 2 weeks ni one they don't connect to 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. That's a wash wa. Yeah, what about betonium?
But what's happening?
What about betonium?
MPA no akwotrechre afa the judicial. Oliver is a lawyer.
Yes.
Who's supposed to know better. Also akwogyina court no watonyum na there's a kangaroo court here and there. And you have NDC leadership omuasua de omunim de supporting this, writing here and there on Facebook. And they don't person create you man.
So they all trying to raise certain there's an agenda. They want to raise an awareness of insecurity. Yeah, that is way that they want to portray and for others to see, say this is what the government is doing. But maybe the government should not sit down. No one can say weni to be jeja nkrofobi. Emran ya de adwuma. So before mra lawyer here I say so say you know. Maybe for me I think so more handling is so soft. Because wabubu nyoma mra so bebre me na kapitia na me yanke de by far because e kra nyene. Sometimes you know we need to ensure say sa nyoma wenum nyina na yebetimi are solving out. The law has to work for people that would misbehave. Whether it's kangaroo or aponche court, you are in that court. Emra ne de we adwuma. Obi say emra ne yafom na onko appeal, onfa onko baby on the beko. So things that is being portrayed in there. There's nowhere na ye do court na ye na say we na tonwom na hwan. Well, also obafro law court no ko. Ye court bi wa akoduru wa akotonwom. And who cry no benya ho contempt. Ubenya ho contempt me ye do akotum. Nti people should work within the law. They should respect the law and behave within the law. Sebe ya enya wa nkwa interest. Sebi o man no yetim no nya nkwa na otua tax. Ana nya nkwa na ye mra e dia ma o sebi a say ni say. I be mu din sem hunu na ye hwe omo journalists. You see, let the government, Mr. National Security, make sure anybody that misbehave. So you're journalist too, so you're MPO, so you're assembly man, you're woman, you're also a chill. We should not entertain that. The kind of information you do system, it will inform the youth. I'm more at me, I data, you know. And I don't know why it's from the military. Because you should be saying a month for you safe, a month for you. All these are because a precarious information, the egu system. Nim sebeya, a man for adjoining a call a year. And now, I will take the opportunity to advise the MPP communicators. Now, only Queen Air Kasa, any Air Kasano, ministers, MPs, chief executives. What are they doing to inform the people of Ghana of what they have done. And the Jama communicators be a good baby, almost sooner, Yamwa. Or Hiniba, President Ekufad, why any deal? He has done a lot. Now, the continuity of the party depends on those people who are Omuwoma, Umbetimia, I get it up to able to what? Defend what the government is doing. And yeah, and none of me will be doing common say upon all these challenges in the crowd, acquiring the government, acquiring the project still is ongoing. And what the former secretary to the president, Atugubai Canada, justifiable in the sense that is the only way I bet me sustaining the economy in some medium term to come. If the e-levy is not passed, it's a hard bit that we all have to look at. And we all have to get involved. I did be a nationalistic approach. By fire parochial interest in we know it's not easy. Nobody is saying that it's easy. All bills are up. All foodstuff and consumer prices are up. Fuel prices are costly. And so in that case, we are not saying, but another way a bit boy, is that's what we all have to look at. And that e-levy will also solve most of our problems. And now huge what interest and to so at the same time no so no ebeti mi aboa ama ye tax net no so akọ a form kakra na nko ye se bi omo escafo no nko ane bourgeois fo no nko ane de bia ya tax omo but everyone is a Ghanaian. Ebe ye kasi ekoto aba rich man with 1 vote, poor man with 1 vote. Now they think they be a base bia will be soon contributing a little bit of quota. Yes, man in Tiema escafo kwa, but we all call ourselves Ghanaians. No Ghanaians who are richer and who are more Ghanaian than somebody who is poor and asibia won't me. We all have to have a little bit of contribution because the way our system is here, we cannot intimate tax it. A lot of people, even capitalists, say, can you tax them? You can't. Artisans, say most of them you can't tax them. Or this guy no receive nothing. But this will cover some of these people so that we can get some money for a lot of development that we want. It's not easy, and yet easy, but I believe say and you're my able to ye amaying. That's it.
Isaac, the team that day, and the Russia for the Ukraine for the Beckham.
Yeah, one them say Yamon Payunku.
Yamon Panku.
Yeah, Bompire say young boss on them mount. So say we are so better now, say Yankupon is it. Yankupon is you my Jew unqua. Into a string Yankupon say Nadaroma. Say Papa ebe say we are say ebe kunkum nipa. Why just ye funny pado do mayo. Now was a sabu to where you are wounding so you see your chinty so what produce you won't was my tama say bidi kutu bi anase we na wuku nipa saade Yakupon dinisi nchema yanke ye
Isaac
anyway
and now edi anim no near air cost no how should we prepare ourselves for
about window here fuel price cost
and now I read from a friend who UK ne Facebook post say the last 5 days ago, not fuel at auto, same quantity of 80 pounds, no, is your 120 pounds.
Yeah.
Just last night.
Honame Bano say Ghana fuel price increase window. Any day, Emma Yatato Lorry facing a last window.
Yeah.
The next window,
there's an expected increment of 4% in March.
Exactly.
First
the next
second
window,
week of March.
Huh. Now normally no say a 4% the year. Yenya ye to at the pump in the affect yen. But yeah na enkeka lorry first no. But trans here accumulated up to certain point now if you almost so pija and yeah let's brace ourselves. So 4% no. If you say petroleum downstream sector deregulation, and as a petroleum sector deregulation, 2015 NDC for Nedibaya. But I've always hailed that decision to the hilt. The reason is very simple. Say, despite. Say, Kwame, despite. In your example, wakojina pump, auto fuel, na fuel na auto na buying, I subsidize it. To the extent, say, I come hard earned money as enke kono butum tax a yeti. Ye no be near they cost subsidize it. Fuel ye rock or say Kwame despite, for example, or kwakoton at the pump. And they all no. Okay, say filling station. Onye bia, obet me a sibese 100 within 1 year. Oh, they betray. And the deregulation in the media, there's nowhere main commending NDC for taking that decision. Na hono and na another source and na ye debt na accumulative pa na ye sika busiano na ya dia na wrongly say ye ma sabin predators scafo eniema omo todigu omo ka mu na hiafo sika ye dey subsidize. So and so if say you accept deregulation idea and as say you say German so ade ne bo no kosora yen yeto ne bo be kosoro menya sure say obi kofa by refree tachiman ebe kuma se beton ana say wo kwadwura ekofa buru beton ana wo kwakoma dan ekofa tomatoes ebeton na obekọ no na saa enema yi ne bo akosoro oko finance so no lorry fare odi ekoho no so akosoro car wodi gumu aba car no charge wo charge no akosoro omo load niema no omo offload niema no omo so charge akosoro rental space baby odi niema ne guo na odi ton so no overhead na sky wotua no so akosoro na okosiesie ni niema ewotwem ne bayire anane tomatoes anana bro na wo te baby na wo momo be kache ne se onte so enti scientists for ye the differ fuel price no me say munya positive effect bia if we say enipa na moya mo atwene se nka mo pese mo ha mo ani no mu se niema den no omo tiase chen mo omo tiase chen mo a mo yes ade no Tiamompaye say Ukraine and Russia, I think another major producers of oil and gas. Now, the issue is that omubenya allies and so abana, supply and form, demand a cost on then na shoot to price up. So say you cross $100 per barrel per information that I had yesterday. Time our president as suspended or friend is saying the price stabilization levy November, December, no January can home. Satam no cry no na $75 per barrel. So I just say, and as I say, over $100 per barrel. President Kufuor pencil about $149 per barrel. Into the global situation, anyhow, I affect it, yen, especially through crude and oil prices. Hedging. Let me end this way. Say, Yaba ni abekasa. The solution lies in we getting, or friend said, Tema oil refinery. So far as I am concerned, others perhaps might have a different opinion. Because to me, who says taxes on fuel no in free ho. No,
never. You cannot.
Oh, they just say to me who say in free ho. No, because you're recovering. You're to me in free ho. But to get an oil refinery back also requires say. Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia Besori Ejina, I'm in China no pay. Nearby digitize every single line of operation in Tema Oil refinery. Because I never practically fuel etimi yira ho no se woka se wan yesiesie no yie wo ho na wo judge my refinery say no na ye o major solution ohine ba obebre
akom
ohine ba wase de ya bedru ne beneza wase de ya ba bedru ni se no baby a ya bedru ni se ye bepe kwan a ye befa so a ye be yen hihye pa na se de ya na da bia no se petrol ho semba na nkrofo fi saba wote so na se wonye ho hwe no ya na yade a fa ba bi no ye nhwe nko de ye friend uncontrollable factors wo hwe eniema ma petrol etai esesa e wo ne buo mu a first ye the friend demand and supply and second exchange rate and the geopolitical issues we BCC said the BSC Russia and Ukraine bani say na amanyofo na say opposition enya kwanya say o mo pese o mo kasa e fa ho say aban no e mo de homodin said the na menua Ishak eken wo hwe time a petrol shares ye konanim na aban no yes obeye hihye na yakushin the consumers so ne be ya entra ebuo bi no even your home kwan no kran hihye ya ba de ba ya na ye hwese VAT ho nyema e wo so a yi free 17.5 at about 15 down to 13 even we lost about 510 million Ghana cedi eno ni nya revenue loss a esiye se ne be ya ye betimi amatemamfo a omoto saa ne ma no ho enye de enchire wo mo wo hwe se de na ndc time petrol ho nsensem ene ho nhihye yeti a ntina da bia ya na me kase se ye kase ye check records wa ya me mpese meko even time kra na omo free what they say abem in the 2016 now the cost of barrel 45 US dollars you see I pay baby more than almost 100 said the nominee Ishak come above 100 yes and this would we me no nyina to tunsani ani a wo behu say aban no born homody now hwe in terms of percentage wise kra said the one more time na omo wa ben mu no the last time one me check we share a cumulative increase of about 357 between 2009 to 2016 nature say a basen ka woman tia be mu ne ye bedru sam pempenso ya nanka baby a petrol no bo no be de bedru no enya de senka ebetimi aswa no but they say ye kwa ne de ni ebetimi ya ye betimi akrakra ye ya nka fie enti babia da bia mani hwa ya metaka ho asem ye babia na menu Ishak boss wo tema oil refinery ho se ye betima ye nhihye pa na yetima expand ho na da achi bia kakra ye betimi aye wo ha se ne be ya ye benya control kakra but if you hear the capacities e wo kra ye ntimi nya de ye betima so the consumptions ahodo a ye no ntini nyina behwe se aban no ebebo ne homode na the exchange rate ya dodo no a ye taitam de koto bi de ba wo man no ye betimi akrakra no se de me kan na exchange rate ni ho nsensem no ya na wiase amansan ni edwaso a timi sesam no na ya na de ho nhihye ye ba ohini ba na me world records we heard the exchange rate between 2009 to 2016 a omo cumulatively omo nko increase the exchange rate no from that time no to about 237%. Time when the MPP ba mo so mu na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ne the economic management team yen nhihye pa no since the last time I'm checking around 2020 na ye just about 51%. Nti say would we nyina to nsane ani a na che say o man no ya ade ba ade bi e wo ho a wai tu ho na mo a ensi ansa na wo ye ya na nipa dodo no afize bi a wonye ho hwe but said na menu Ishak kan in economy no saa na tie nti ne yesi in economy no all things being equal bibia ye bia na beba bedrum pempenso a ebesa ba be sina nam nti se ne no wo kan say obi a wokofa ade free bia such a from place e wo beton e ka wo boy nyina na oba wono nso so de kakra beto so se ne wo moka sa nso na wo so ye se be pioneer wo so beto wuka anase ska wogie no ensusu nti ye be kekasi ani no a na che se ya sa be wie ba bia e wo no a but se wo ka se bia chinchina se enyina ho sa ade a ene nanka ye heard from time o mampani dada akufo ko about 1.22 Ghana cedi ojane ho no nkasa brenki meduru ha ba ye koye nimu a vis-a-vis other policies and interventions ahodo ebeba no na ebe matemamufu adiye no na tambia ye gina so the judge, but say increment in prices near the end. There's no way I bit my ear so stabilize a move 1 inch from the time one makasi ye koye nim. Do I know ye nyina no expectations ye won ye be say ye be managing ye na ye koye nim ye say post covid interventions ya abane be gu akwam dodo no a betimi abam na ye ya sebe ye nya ho mfaso no ye nsa aye de akam enti ye su but ye bebo ye ho eso na ye adwuma ye betimi aboa na obi a kakra ye betimi atiatia wo man nim no ye tax o si etua any aban no so si hye ya wo hwehwe se tax net no bebiem any other policies eba through digitalization I hwehwe se ye betimi be tax net no ni nyina beba so revenue assurance and compliance enforcement ya ye begina all these digitalization so atrimu no ni nyina bewie say ye betimi enye sika dodo na si anya san hihye ya se ne ye kenka revenue loss so sabre ye boa ama fa ba bi enye sika no de asi anam no nka ye ho be kire ndi ye bibi sa wo mo no de wo mo ne ani so ade hu se enema bi a de begu akwam na betimi ma o ma na di ye no wo betimi akeka nsem bi sa na temamufo ye no na ye ba bebre ho ndi wo hin ba meka se ba bi a bedru no ye nyina no se ye hwe se ye betimi aboa put all our hands on the deck ne yenko ye nim
Jo Muhammad Afu bi se me nchao man ko yando
to come na yando
so pe deputy
regional secretary
okay ti Muhammad Afu me chiao ko yando ana bidia ko no so for US aba student bi me chiao about Ukraine issue no and how it will have an influence on us in the Ohiniba it started fuel no because the resource natural resource Ukraine war and Russia so a producer of oil I think they are the second largest in the world now omoko war probably they will make sure that almost be finance and use oil no for the war activities are ecoso Ohiniba these wars no antiseptic na then to kwasi na say affect other countries. Now the world as it has been now because of technology and other things it has become a smaller place. Well just imagine say America and other European countries Russia free the SWIFT system so and which will affect the importation and exportation of what of these through Russia for that is gas Europe and other countries. So it will affect them, and because of that, and also also keep on their fuel. Use on themselves, and the scale message free outside. So so the dollar and the euro and the pound is going to be affected. Into be a pound no and euros anyway na then people will be saying these are global issues. So the war between Russia and Ukraine is not an isolated issue, or because of it will have an influence on our currency, it will have an influence on global product. So that is the case that all of us was here concerned to what is going on. Na yebesre na yebema nyankopon beka na kuma because I learned that they have some agreements more kushia and ra the border between Belarus and Munde who's to sa talks no. Yes, say at least such things will come down. Na yenyina so benya so. You see we are seeing yenyina recovery from COVID is not an easy thing. Now we boom. So it have a lot of impact on all of us. Whether you are from whatever country or whatever country, it will have an effect.
All right.
Ohiniba Medase, Yamishra.
Meso Medase, Dr. Samuel Efriye, George Akom, Ishache Brobe, and Otiomun Kana Leviticus Powers. Kaswa he writes, good morning. Payment of e-levy is more critical than before, considering what is happening on the world stage. Martin John in a Joseph Wright from Domiabra. Just good morning, but in fact, what Oliver Vomawo did in the presence of the judge was unconstitutional. arrogant and disastrous, and so he needs to be once again put behind bars. Regards to Chairman Wontumi. President Anado will surely solve the hardship in Ghana, so let us support him. Amamoni Fita from Asaman Kesi. In Shraba and Nelka right from Ashaman. At long last, the Ghana card has come to reality, and we have some propaganda people in Ghana saying it's a lie. Good people of Ghana are really lucky to have through big combination Nana Addo and Dr. Baumia government. This one says, good morning. I'm watching it live from Qatar. What Jennifer Quinn is saying is true. I work at Qatar Municipal Hospital, and our medical officer who is in charge here is government appointee by Ronaldo. And what the woman is doing here is really destroying the party and tarnishing the image of the NPP government. Really. This one says, good morning, Hannibal. This is what exactly the NPP did in 2018 that took them to opposition. I'm Paul from Sunyane. What exactly are you referring to? From DJ O'Malley and Wayosi Go. So the policies of NPP government for this year show that Ghana is in safe hands under the leadership of Nanado and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Surely the NPP will bring the aid. I am critical. Totally. Totally for a chairman to pay. Good morning. Ghanaians to be reminded about the collapse of Anglo-God Ashanti by the NDC, but later revamped by visionary President Anadolu, is now attracting investors. E-levy is good for all Ghanaians. Okay, and also the out the band. This one says, I'm a teacher and well-known NPP member. Because of delay in February salary, I have come under serious attack and insults. Government should explain. Amboache Tando, Kumewu, Bodoma Same, SHS Technical School. Okay, from Capitu, Patriotic Voices. In fact, Russia and Ukraine crisis is very unfortunate. We must condemn it by all because we need peace. And thanks to our humble President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and the Foreign Minister for preparing to bring Ghanaians back home. Regards to Mr. Kobna Owusu-Sechaha for regional chairman. Yawuza writes from Swami, and he writes, the NDC on countless times said the MPP government failed to prosecute NDC appointees in the erstwhile John Dramani Mahama administration. Should MPP think the same way? Engage in the corrupt practices and prosecutions that are taking place. So why has the NDC petitioned the Commonwealth on government prosecution of key NDC members? They call it. Okay. From the Nawusu OP de Sunyane, there is no country in this world that can survive without taxes, and Ghana as a development country needs taxes for us to enjoy development like the free SHS, NHIS, school feeding program, NAPCO, and pay all alawa that the inept government of JDM, which wasted, couldn't pay. Okay. Sule Sunyane KTK. The NDC, as a mischievous political group in Ghana, has decided to make Ghana as a country ungovernable as far as they are not clothed with power, looking at their recent time power on behavior. It will be politically disastrous to maintain a general who has lost a battle miserably. Maintain the current Blue East MPP chairman Toma for us to break the aid. Okay, I say I'm Kusi. I just so be same. Okay, Mamini, I think I have about 3 or 4. Mini for now, and take about from Emra Emedin Komo. Good morning. Is the NDC taking the government to allow their supporters to misbehave anyhow? The NDC should give us a break. We every Gafaru in Dambai Zungu. Okay, OPK Patriotic Voices goes for Sami Jamfi and his NDC to petition the Commonwealth Secretariat over the Pentecost elder of Usuampof and the NDC members on journalists flatten our laws. They should be prosecuted no matter what. Okay. Mamifa and Sohanam. Siria, Apaba.
Oinaba.
Apum.
Nyankupo adom bibia edaye.
Fantastic. And tech heba.
Pa.
Yankwe. Spanish garlic
mixture in capsule.
Spanish ginkgo capsules.
Pa.
Have it you.
Oinaba, mami inna wase. Se eya meka se mebo abaso dwuma pa odi a na je say de bia asem na meka efise minimum dada yemfa se be 10 years mu ni amede ho yi adwuma nde wabɔ sa from Fox ba PA Silver ne oba Wontumi de ohine ba mame mu aba so adwuma no wabɔ akɔ akire ebidru ba bi ne be kai as a living legend and yes e bia obi free mu ansa nti ohine ba mame na wase na afi nso no menchia atiefo ne ahwefo nyina na mema atiefo ne ahwefo akɔaba emra Wontumi kasafidie so odofo adru mra yetwetwe yapomuden ho nkomo yemfa number yi na yenni nkomo obi a bibi haw anase wo asembisa ewo bibi a efo wapomuden ho no frɛ ewo 0266 11 41 odofo Antec Ghana Limited yede innomiensa na abadwa so dia edikan no Spanish ginkgo capsules odofo se wo pese honam dua no eto so yie na ave ye bo wo mfie din kura na yentimi emfa ntoto honam dua no eso a wo hia Spanish ginkgo capsules dia kan say wrinkles no sebi ye kan say honam dua no atwintwam odofo ni nyina ne say honam dua no afate bia bi mu a ama eni wo mfie no kura no ye boss entimi endi ahia obu won ma 30 years then so hwe no honam dua no wan hwe obeka so 50 a okọ ni 60 se sai or how we ena ye or how a we hear Spanish ginkgo capsules. There are some hormones bi a produce we mu a eboa yen ema ye honam dua no eto wano emoa wo na afa nnuane nu awodo nso a eboa ema honam dua no ni adwene ne timi di ne dwuma yie na afa watimi atena se yie se obi owo apomudin a ogina ne nan so na afa adwene no nso dwumadie no ekọ wano se bia okọ school wo pese wo kai niema ntem wo pese adwene dwumadie no ekọ yie a nnuane nu a wo se ekọ adwene ne ho no odofo ni nyina no ye de Spanish ginkgo capsules mu a ebeboa ama ne dwumadie no atimi akoyie nti number wo be frɛ no 0266 114111 0266 11 41 11 na wotwetwa mu ne atwetwe nkomo efa akoma no na moja ediafrosane ewo nipaduam na se ye ka moja mu adwuma ye dia na uhia se awose ye ka enuane no baako ho asem chemistry for ebeka anase pharmacy for beka say sulfur compounds ade a eba nipadua no mu a eboa nipadua no okwan bebre eso odofo se ya na etaka say antioxidants eboa nipadua no ema nipadua no nkan ko ekosoro eni nti se obi a ote pempenso obetimi anya cancer no odofo fa enuane a eye antioxidant a eboa wo etutu nipadua no eyie na emu baako eye de friend say garlic no na garlic no sulfur compound baako wo mu a edimu akotene yie pa allicin ne boa nipadua ne manipadua no egina yie nti se me ka ankra anka bebre mebobɔ bi so ene na emom ade baako o garlic ho ne se garlic eye nnuane no bi a se when it gets exposed to heat na se excessive heat and I say ja e kan bebre a ennuane no ewom no dodo na ayira enti obi wa se me de garlic aye aduane na emom metine pampan wom odofo e general de kan no ennuane no ni bi wo hono mo a it has denatured it amma ennuane no ni bi wo hono mo a sebi ne potency no na hoden na ewom no etimi afiri mu nka garlic de nka obenya na nka wo hia ne se obefa no raw na raw no either say wo yam anase wo we garlic no na dodo san enetimi fa obu wo se ebeji manum obu wo so sebi enyan ebe hadwene eno nti na Spanish garlic mixture and garlic capsules ewo ho Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish garlic capsules na so wo hwe TV ne so sa na edro na daka no na wo ho se hotel ekuta wo de ekire wo sa no odofo eno ni Spanish garlic mixture na garlic in ennuane no ni nyina wom ansana no ankatwade wom wo se eye ewo nso efredro no
ennuane no maako du miensa sa aka ho a ebo onipadua nyanyan fra no na garlic nnuane no na ebo wa mamogya timi adi afurusane ye onipadua no nyina ewom enti afa yenko emogya no emu na odofo yewo entini awodo miensa ewo nipadua mu yewo de friend say artery no yewo de friend say vein no ene yewo de friend say capillaries no na saa entini ya mekeka ho asemi yewo de ede mframa ne nnuane no a ye de akọ nipadua mu edi afurusane wo nipadua num na nipadua no timi nya nnuane no ene yewo de a eno nso a eboa sa de mogya ne sa ba akoma no mu a eboa ma nnuane no esa hia biem se yemfa se emframa na ebekọ nipadua no ma yetimi ye ahode efiri nnuane no mu eba akoma no akoma ne sa de ama ahrawa no na ahrawa ne sa de ama akoma no na timi de afurusane ye na odofo mogya no eya na oha kakra timi bem eno na nan mi ne wo adwetwe ho nkomo se yedi srade aduane a ana se yedi eye starchy food kura na nipadua ne saving as glycogen na glycogen no so no nipadua ne save a emma nipadua ne hyehye yie odofo yenhwe ofa we se srade ekoso ewo yemogya mu echi a ana se kosora afei ensemu na ededa sebi ye yentininum no na afei echi srade ensemu na ededa yentininum no ye tonica media a eno no ye mfimfin ede odofo eno na sebi se mogya no the force be ba na soki pressure no unze na afei no enchin no mu atimi abie ye kakra na se srade ne ta enchin no mu na afei enchin no den eba sa nso a mogya ne efemu na ekwan ne esisi enu ntimi expandi eyie eba sa pressure soronko ekọ akoma no so enti wo unze sensunso na ekoso na mogya ne ndi afurusane ye woni padua no mu a wo hono ma e na ta kasa na nsi achime ni nyina ne se wo 90 na won sai 83 eto da bia ese numbness wo do bibi kura tim wo na se wo yese wo ti kura na wonya atenka bisa odofo awosa wo pentem tu one amo ma won sanka Spanish garlic mixture and as a Spanish garlic capsules wo ra drugstore pharmacy shop baby eto adro bia nso a onsa ebetimi akabi na number wo free ya ebetimi afa no e 0266 141 0266 114111 odofo enye onsa no nan na 83 ne nko a wo hono ma akoma bo periperi ana ewo mu ana se odofo se mi ne wo kasei wo hono ma ase wani no aye blood kakra wo hwa ade a wo hono ne yie bisa se sensunso na ekoso na wo hono na se pija na se tataya bo kokose wo se otu anamon bia ebetimi aboa wo wohia Spanish garlic mixture sanema wenyina enkonko wieo na afei eja utipaye na wo be contentem na afei wo hometito orofo san ensencheni wenyina nkamfo ano na kyese ensunsanso na ewo mogya mu afusane die no edi ensunsanso bi so kwa akoma no ho didachi bia so wanhwe yi a akoma no so timi gyan ne dwumadie ye kan se obenya de friend say heart attack no orofo meni wo kase ya no na wutu ho anamo evi se eya nsentwani na ya etayi kire no eya maye hu se yare na emom dakro bi ohonom a enya titomu a na ede ohaw kase ebre evi se the friend say capillaries ya me bodin no eno ena de moja ekọ various organs and tissues no organ ni bi ebrebo organ ni bi nso ya kidney eya wosa no odofo organ ni bi ya adwene no enti se ya adwene no na moja ekọ ne nam capillaries ya nketenkete ya eno ne layer ya ba akopɛ na odofo se pressure kom kakra bi ebetimi apai epai na ya adwene no ho a obenya stroke ya we ni bi odofo sensunsanso